This is a crazy world. Someone paid me to tell you guys about my motorcycle, Jive Turkey, and so well, that's his handle. So yeah, I'll do whatever you want, man. I'll do it. Anyway, I have had 2 bikes in my life, both the Kawasaki Ninja family. The first one was a Ninja 250 2000, and 250 inches, the number of cc's, or the cubic displacement, or power, I guess you could say, of the engine, but that doesn't speak to torque, but I'm not going to make it that boring. Anyway, it's a great bike for a starter. Great fuel efficiency. I got it. That's when like gas prices went up a lot, and I didn't have the money. I was like, I gotta save money on gas, because I would drive all over the place to teach dance class. So you always try and cut your expenses down as much as possible. And so I said, okay, so I just threw, and thankfully technology was getting there. You could throw a laptop and just put big speakers. Like, I remember in the older days I had to carry an actual stereo. Now speakers are getting really good. I had these Bose speakers and a laptop. You just play. It was wonderful. And I was able to sling it over my back, put in a backpack, and off we go on the bike. So great for city driving. Not so great when you get out on road trips. I did take it to Sturgis a couple times, which is a 9-hour drive, 9.5-hour drive for me. And it is not meant to go long distances on the highway at higher speeds. And the chain would start to stretch, and I would have to pull over to the side of the road every hour and a half, 2 hours, pretty much when I got gas, and tighten the chain because it was getting so loose. And then it inevitably blew a gasket out in Wyoming because of the crosswinds. It just was not that powerful of a bike. And when you're out there, the fuel efficiency went down. I was getting almost 60 miles a gallon on that darn bike, and maybe I was. I think maybe, was it 58 or 68? I'd have to look it up. Great fuel efficiency. Gas became not an issue. Then that thing broke down in the middle of Wyoming. At the time, I had a job. I was making money, and I was able to buy an upgrade. I got a 2006 Ninja 636, so same class but a larger engine, had 636, and then they went to a 600cc for a couple of years, and now they're back to a 636. Why 636? I don't know, they just did. Anyways, quite a popular bike, a lot of crotch rocketers like it, and yeah, night and day difference. This thing hauls ass. I mean, it always wants to go faster. Now, a lot of people, they go and they recommend, oh yeah, I got a 1200, I got 1100, or I got a Hayabusa. Look up Hayabusas. It's just insane shit, man. Unless you're going to race it, there's no, you could accelerate really fast and then risk getting killed or getting a huge ass ticket from a cop. So I knew some serious crotch rocketers out in Casper, Wyoming, and they were good. They're doing wheelies. There's a place out of town they could pop wheelies, doing crazy stunts. I think the cops kind of let them do it. But they're nuts, man. They're driving 80 miles an hour through town, and it's like, okay, yeah, I know, harder, better, faster, stronger, but if you're looking again at a bike's a 500 to 600 cc engine is probably going to be more than enough energy for your power for you, unless like you're a larger Harley rider, you got a bigger bike, or you yourself are bigger, because then you may need a little bit more oomph. And not to mention the bike itself is small. Like that 250 is almost like a moped, and the 636, my feet barely touch well, they do touch the ground, but not flat. So I'm even a little small for that bike. But yeah, it's it's great. I like it. It goes really fast. I got 25,000, maybe 27. I have to take a look. The speed and the power, yeah, definitely. When I was living in Buffalo, Wyoming, at the Bighorn Mountains, and I'd tear that shit up in 90 miles an hour. I mean, yeah, it was. You drive through it first, make sure there's no gravel or anything. You don't want to die. But yeah, once you go through, you see it's a clear road, just right through. Only complaints I have, it's pretty easy to work on. It's those fairings get annoying. Fairings are the side of the bike that make it look sleek. They're completely unnecessary except for slight aerodynamic advantage. But it's a pain in the ass taking those off, and you lose the bolts. With the one I have, you wonder what these engineers are thinking. All they had to do was make a little hole in the bottom fairing so you could unscrew the oil filter, or I'm sorry, the oil plug. And so I actually took a little saw and sawed around it so I could just do that. There's some minor working issues, like mechanical issues, like why the fuck did you do it this way? You know, like really, come on, you could have made it easier. But otherwise, relatively easy bike to work on. It's in the shop right now. I tried to troubleshoot it. I replaced the spark plugs. Now I think I got bad gas or something. I don't know. And I know there's the joke, oh, you got bad gas. It's an old joke that people who work on motorcycles and boats as well, it's not that funny anymore. It was funny the first 3 times I've heard it. So anyway, there you go. That's my bike. Yeah, I like the Kawasaki family. And yeah, that's about it. Hope that's what you wanted. Toodles.